day to hang out at Gasworks Park, get a little time on the water. Why not? Plenty of things to do here in the great city of Seattle, and one of them happens to be Major League Baseball, an afternoon affair down here at Safeco Field. Glad you've joined us for the rubber match. The Rays and the Mariners, the final get-together of the 2012 season. Dave Sims, Dan Wilson, and the Root Sports crew. Nothing but blue skies above here at Safeco Field, and what a great pitching matchup. The King, Felix Hernandez, on the mound against Jeremy Hellickson, who has been murdered on the Mariners this afternoon. Here's the lineup Felix will face today.
And you look up to the lineup for the Rays. Leading off, Sam Fuld. He'll be in left. B.J. Upton in center. Matt Joyce will be in right field. Evan Longoria, the designated hitter. He'll be followed by Zobrist, then Pena at first. Jose LeBaton, the catcher. Elliot Johnson will be at short, and Sean Rodriguez will be at third this afternoon. And you look at the numbers for Felix. 24. This will be his 25th start. Record of 10-5. That ERA 2.74. Working on over 171 innings.
First pitch strike to Sam Fuld to lead it off. All plate umpires Rob Drake, Joe West at first, Sam Holbrook at second, and Andy Fletcher with the cast on his right forearm is at third. Sam Fuld played a couple of nights ago, went 1 for 4, stole 2 bases. 2-1 to Sam. It's 2 for 4 against Felix Hernandez. Well stroked right field. Going back, Thames with room, and he tracks it down.
And you see that catch by Eric Thames in right. Let's take a look at the defense for the Mariners. Robinson in left, Michael Saunders in center, and then the catch by Eric Thames in right field this afternoon. Kyle Seager is at third. Brendan Ryan and Dustin Ackley up the middle. Justin Smoke will be at first, and behind the plate, John Jaso gets the call.
Thames a hero offensively last night. The big base hit. Here's B.J. Upton. Ryan, nice scoop by Smoke. Out number 2. 2 quick outs here. Justin Smoke in game 2 since being recalled a couple of days ago from Tacoma.
Now Felix tries to flag at it backhanded, but Ryan scoots over to his left. Throw tails to the left on him a little bit, but Justin Smoke, who does a nice job over there at first base with a good pick.
Smoke might have had his batting problems over here first time up, but he has been just almost exquisite at first. I mean, he can really pick it down. Matt Joyce, the hitter, right fielder. Matt went 0 for 3 last night. 1 for 4 in game 1. Rays win game 1 4-1. Mariners take last night 3-2 in dramatic fashion. It'll be an easy inning for Felix Hernandez as Ackley throws out Matt Joyce. We are underway, and Felix 1, 2, 3 with 7 pitches to get 3 outs. You gotta like those kind of numbers under the sunny skies of Seattle. Mariners coming up when we return. Kings Court in session. Chef Dave presiding. The big turkey leg being turned down by that lady. How about that? There's the guy. Yeah, dig in.
Oh, yeah.
Get your face into it. Why not? There we go. That was the first pitch. That's a big turkey leg. My goodness.
That's good
I
stuff.
love baseball traditions, and that's one here in Seattle now, baby. Here's Dustin Ackley against Jeremy Hellickson. On the ground, right past the third baseman Rodriguez, and Ackley's hot hitting continues. 3 for 4 last night. Good start for the Mariners. Here's the rest of the Mariner batting order.
Well, after the base hit for Ackley, you see the rest of the batting order. There's Michael Saunders hitting second. Jesus Montero will designate be the designated hitter this afternoon. John Jaso doing the catching. Kyle Seager is at third base. He's followed by Justin Smoke. Trayvon Robinson will bat 7th. Eric Thames with the big hit last night will bat 8th. And Brendan Ryan will bat 9th. You see Jeremy Hellickson's numbers on the year. This will be his 22nd start. A record of 7-7. 79 strikeouts to 46 walks.
Throw over the first. Ackley's back safely. He's been a good base stealer. 12 out of 15. Michael Saunders in a slump, trying to break out of it. Ofer's last 13. Had a very difficult road trip. And last night off against left-hander Matt Moore. Shows bunt. Takes ball 1. Camp day, a lot of kids here in the ballpark. You got the Kings Court pretty filled up. Wind conditions pretty much perfect. Wind coming in from left field. Not a big breeze. Tell you what, runs could be at a premium today. Line drive. There's a double play. Caught by Zobrist. Thrown to Pena. 2 down.
Take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays defense. In the outfield will be Sam Fuld in left, B.J. Upton in center, and Matt Joyce will be in right. And on the infield, it's Sean Rodriguez at third, Elliot Johnson at short, Ben Zobrist will play second base, and Carlos Pena will play first. And behind the plate will be Jose LeBaton.
Well, if you dialed it up, you dialed up a good one, folks. Gorgeous here in Seattle today. Good stretch of weather. Mariners, it's game 3 of a 9-game homestand. They'll enjoy a day off tomorrow. Minnesota and Cleveland still to come. Talking to Joe Madden about his starter, Jeremy Hellickson, who's been murder on the Mariners. Just murder. 3-0 and 0.92 ERA going against one of the hottest hitters the Mariners have in Montero. But Joe said that the fastball curve change hasn't been as sharp as he had been since we saw him last, but he said this is a good ballpark for him. He's a fly ball pitcher. Changeup, 0-2. Terrific numbers here in Seattle. Both of those wins were last year. Total 3-0. He beat the Mariners. Total 3 times an 0.92 ERA in 4 starts. Young man from Des Moines, Iowa, the Hawkeye State. One and 2 to Montero. DH last night, went 0 for 4, DHing today. Montero 0 for 6 against Hellickson. Line drive goes to Rodriguez, and the Mariners are gone in the first. 7 pitches for Hellickson, matching the output of Felix Hernandez. It's going to be one of those kinds of games. Couple of really good pitchers. The top of their craft. No score here in Seattle. Second inning action here at Safeco Field, and a reminder, just like Felix is the king of the mound, your kids can be king of the playground when they pick up a cool Felix Hernandez t-shirt. It's coming up on Sunday with the Twins in town at 1:10. It's all part of Blowing Salute to Kids Day at Safeco Field. And what's more, after the game, all youngsters, you're invited to take a trip around the Safeco Field bases. It's going to be a good day for you. Get your tickets at Mariners.com. Evan Longoria, Ben Zobrist, Carlos Pena, 4, 5, and 6 against Felix Hernandez. Felix and Hellickson hooked up Monday, April 30th down in St. Pete. A 3-2 Rays win in 12. Felix went 8 innings, 5 hits, a run. It was earned 4 walks and 9 Ks. And Hellickson, he went 7. 6 hits, a run earned, no walks and 7 strikeouts. Count evens 1-1 to Longoria, who went 0 for 3 last night with a sacrifice fly. Drove in the second run. 2-run first inning. He's done pretty well against Felix. 6 for 16. Having him healthy, his presence in the lineup. Big boost to Tampa Bay. The Rays are right there in the wild card chase. Swing and a miss. Down goes Longoria. First strikeout this afternoon for Felix Hernandez.
Well, we saw Longoria chase a slider with Millwood last night in a key situation. And Felix, as we saw watching that ball game, goes with the breaking ball here with 2 strikes and gets Longoria out in front.
up a really under. Felix has dominated Ben Zobrist 3 for 22, as well as the other guys here in this graphic for starters today. But he's a guy that unheralded player Ben Zobrist around the country. I think that obviously down in Tampa Bay they know about him, but Zobrist is a good player. Those are fabulous numbers put up by Felix against his ball club. You look at the Tampa Bay profile: 12th in batting, 12th in runs, 13th in hits, 10th in homers, but they're number 1 in stolen bases and number 1 in ERA. Felix behind 3-0 to Ben Zobrist. And 0 for 4. Game 2, went 3 for 4 in the first game. For the strike. The shift on Ryan there to make the play. 2 outs. As always, solid defense from Brendan Ryan, top-rated shortstop in baseball. Here's Carlos Pena. He had one of those, well, that's just the game of baseball. One of those moments last night. We had to bunt right to him, check second. All he has to do is make about a 20-foot throw to first, airmailed it, and the Mariners were in business.
Yeah, we've all been there. That's a bad feeling, but you know, this game comes down to the fundamentals, and that was just an easy throw, like you mentioned, and he airmailed it, and that was it. Got the runners to second and third, and a big opportunity for the Mariners.
Drives one, left center field, hanging up in the air for Trayvon Robinson. Another quick inning for Felix Hernandez. 10 pitches here in the second inning. So 6 up, 6 down for the King. King's Court, loving it. No score. That's it for Felix. Give you folks a feel of what it's like here at the ballpark. Sun, the blue sky. The wind coming at a decent pace, but very comfortable. As you look at the flags of the AL West. Good looking day, and right now, reminder, here's your chance to ask the booth anything you want. Tweet your questions to @RootsSports_NW, and we'll answer some of them later on in the ball game. Here's X-Ray. John Jaso to lead it off, leading hitter for the Mariners at 286. That's Jeremy Hellickson, guy he used to catch on occasion. Told Jaso, get some whipped cream next time you're going to give the game-winning hero a facial. Eric Thames. Yeah, a heck of a lot more shaving cream than he needed or wanted last night after the game.
That stuff will sting in your eyes, too.
John cranking some blues today in the clubhouse and sound system. Telling me if you're, for you blues fans out there, is Joe Bonamassa. Big blues guitar, so he was cranking it and it was a good sound, and we have to check it out after the game. Likes the blues guitar. 1 and 2 here to Jaso. Hellickson, 25 years old, out of Des Moines, Iowa. Last year with the Rays, 13 and 10 in 29 starts. In 2010, he had a 4-0 record in 10 starts. Bright young pitcher. Chop foul.
Talking during the break, Dave, he's dominated the Mariners, but 46 walks on the season, only 79 strikeouts. That's not a great ratio. The Mariners can be a little bit patient with him. He tends to walk some guys.
Joe Madden is hoping that he'll get a lot of the Mariner left-handers to try to fly out the left. Use this big ballpark. Here's a ball going to left side, but foul.
It's like John broke his bat. He'll get another one from the bat boy.
2-2 to John Jaso. Shortstop Elliot Johnson throws across. 1 out. It's a perfect setting. Great view from the pen. Good crowd, a little bit bigger crowd in the pen. As you look towards us, we're right above the A and Safeco field. Get your sun, as Brad talked about in the pregame show. Hope these folks came armed with the sunscreen and the hats, which they did. Really bright sunshine. At King's Court seems to get the real full shot of the sunshine, which is going to be murder as always here, Dan, on left fielders. Kyle Seager.
We've seen some balls drop in the past from that sun. Torrey Hunter comes to mind. Gold glove outfielder.
Remember that a couple years ago.
Yep.
Won a game for the Mariners.
Yep.
Seager 2 for 4 last night. And how about the fact that 2 games in a row he led off or got 9th inning base hits against Fernando Rodney, the leading closer in the major leagues. Off speed pitch. Beats him 0-2. .467 is Seager's batting average in an 8-game hitting streak here at home. Behind 0-2. B.J. Upton, take that left fielder Sam Fuld as it slices back to Sam. 2 outs. Visit MLB.com/fan guide to register to win a chance to win a VIP experience for 2 to a 2012 MLB World Series game. It's presented by Scott's, the official lawn care company of MLB. Justin Smoke, game 2. Second stanza here at Safeco Field. First pitch last night, Dan doubled down the left field line. Eric White said he was impressed by the walk. The second time up, he drove one to the track in left center field, and then a big sacrifice fly in the ninth.
Yeah, I thought he had 4 good at bats, and that first one, first pitch, he's swinging and being aggressive and gets the double. That had to do a lot for his confidence. And then followed that up with 3 more good at bats. I thought he had a home run there the third time up to left center. Yeah, he hit that ball really well. Jumped off his bat, and then left-handed hit one deep off of Rodney. So
same thing, it jumped off his bat.
Absolutely.
Deep part of the ballpark, from the 85 side.
He just looked different. His bat was quicker to the ball last night, and he just looked strong.
Changing the path, Jeff Pentland, hitting coach down at AAA. A lot of work there. Here's a ground ball. Booted by Johnson to shortstop, and booted again. The Mariners have a base runner on the E6 by Elliot Johnson. Shift on against Smoke. Gives Trayvon Robinson a chance to swing it back.
Well, it looks like Elliot Johnson looks up to find where the runner is and then forgets to find the ball. Ball came up on him a little bit initially, and then he just couldn't find the handle. So a 2-out break here for the Mariners. They were able to take advantage last night. Boy, that ball came up pretty hard.
The other thing too, he forgot that it wasn't Trayvon Robinson running down the line.
No, right.
Was Mr. Smoke. See if the Mariners can take advantage. Slicing drive, getting to left field. He gets down, a base hit. Trayvon Robinson continues to swing a pretty good bat here. Trayvon 0 for 4 yesterday. He's making a lot better contact since he's been recalled. He too shortened up his swing thanks to Jeff Pentland. There's a base hit.
Yeah, that's a good piece of hitting right here. The ball down in the middle of the plate. Instead of trying to pull that ball, Trayvon Robinson, you see the McDonald's slow-mo here. That ball down in the strike zone about knee high, middle of the plate. And look at his head position right on the ball. as he drives that to left field. Good piece of hitting. I love seeing guys hit the ball the opposite way.
Here's Thames, game winner last night on a 1-2 pitch that he just got over the head. The second baseman Sean Rodriguez for the game winner last night. Thames, before his heroics in the 9th inning, had struck out swinging, looking, and looking. Had a tough night with the off-speed pitches from Matt Moore. Tough left. Pitched a heck of a ball game. 7 innings, 6 hit, 1 run ball. Tops this one. I thought Kevin Millward was outstanding.
Wow.
Escaping perils of Kevin instead of perils of Pauline. My goodness, 4 innings in a row. Ended the inning with strikeouts and 3 times with runners on.
Yeah, he really stepped up when he had to and made some good pitches on some tough hitters too, and wiggled out of trouble. See Kevin's line from last night: 102 pitches, 7 innings pitched, and the 8 strikeouts were a season high for Kevin.
Off the fist of Thames, a ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs, 2 on. Here in the Mariners' second.
You know, you mentioned Eric Thames having trouble with the off-speed pitch his first 3 times up. Maybe that's what allowed him to stay back that 4th time. He's able to make that adjustment finally by the 4th at bat to get that big hit, and that's what this game's all about, is making the adjustments when it's time to do it.
A 1-2 count here to Thames. 2 on. 2-2. Alex, a Rookie of the Year in the American League last year, winner of the Jackie Robinson Rookie of the Year award. 2-2.
It is.
Left field, backs up, fold. He's got the sunglasses on, battling the sun, and makes the catch. A good for the Mariners. No runs, 1 hit, an error, 2 left. To the 3rd we go, and a good pitcher's battle between Alex and Felix Hernandez. 3rd inning, glorious day. Good pitching matchup early on here at Safeco Field. Time now for AT&T trivia question. What set of expansion teams have combined for the most wins in their first 14 seasons? You got Seattle, Toronto. These groupings all came in together. Seattle, Toronto, Colorado, Florida, Arizona, and Tampa Bay. That is a decent question. There's a high, towering fly ball, short right field. Thames coming in. It's off the bat of Jose Lobaton, the backup catcher, 1 out. 15th anniversary of the Rays' existence. I'm going to go with B, Colorado, Florida.
Yeah, that's a good guess. You know, I'm just for fun, I'm going to go with Arizona, Tampa.
Okay.
Interesting question.
Yes, it is. Elliot Johnson. Mariners saw too much of Elliot Johnson back on Monday, April 30th. 12th inning. Big game-winning RBI, base hit to left to beat the Mariners 3-2. Strike 1 to Elliot, a 247 hitter. By Felix, 0-2. Felix with 1 strikeout thus far. He's retired the first 7 men that he's faced.
Saw that curveball there from Felix. That one had a little extra bite on it. That was a nasty breaker. So far today, I've liked what I've seen from his breaking ball.
Almost hit him. How did he avoid that?
Talk about him pitching a lot. Make the hitter move his feet. You're right, though. I don't know how he got out of the way of that one.
Got a piece of that. Stay alive. When you're catching and you go back and you see your guys dealing, you see their guys dealing. Go back to the dugout. I mean, what do you say? Boys, we better get at least one, right?
Absolutely.
Bleed one. Swing and a miss, Johnson. And Jaso will throw down the smoke to complete the play. 2 down, 2 strikeouts for Felix Hernandez.
And we talked about his breaking ball. And there was another one right there. 2-strike breaking ball in the dirt. Nice job by John Jaso to knock it down and get it down to first base. Here's the McDonald's Supermo look at this breaking ball. You can see it coming out of his hand with that 12-6 rotation, and there she goes. Good concentration by John Jaso there to knock that ball down.
Sean Rodriguez. Coming in is Trayvon Robinson. Felix 7 pitches again. You want to talk about efficiency? 7 in the first, 10 in the second, 7 in the third. Perfect through 3. No score. Here at Safeco Field, Mariners will have Ryan, Ackley, and Saunders coming up against tough right-hander Jeremy Hellickson. Hellickson's given up just 2 hits. Ackley a leadoff single, first inning, and a 2-out single. It's Trayvon Robinson in the second inning. Let's revisit our AT&T trivia question. Let's see, what set of expansion teams have combined for the most wins in their first 14 seasons? I went with Colorado, Florida. Dan went with Arizona, Tampa Bay. And survey says Arizona, Tampa Bay, 2,142 wins. That's not bad. Arizona with a World Series title. Tampa Bay was in the World Series in '08. Swing and a miss by Ryan. Ended at 198. 0 for 9 against Hellickson. And at third on the grass is Rodriguez. Down low. Rhino 0 for 3 last night. A couple of foul outs and a strikeout. Hitting .254 of his last 45 games. Swing and a miss. One thing we saw in the 2 trips to Tampa Bay, Dan, that this pitching staff, from what we've seen to this point, is the best collection of changeup throwers that we've seen in the American League. I mean, it's clearly you have to master that pitch in the minors before you get to the big club.
Yeah, it's one of the most neutralizing pitches in the game. You don't see it all that much, but you get guys like, I think about Jamie Moyer, and made a career of throwing a changeup. And when you can throw a good changeup down in the strike zone, it's a devastating pitch. And you're right, these guys have it.
2-2 to Ryan. Well struck, base hit, third hit today by the Mariners. Good start to the third inning. Nice work by Ryan.
Now Brendan getting a pitch down in the strike zone. Mariner hitters are taking advantage of that ball in the middle of the plate, about knee high. We saw Trayvon Robinson get a base hit to left field last time up. Look at the concentration again. See the McDonald's Supermo. Brendan Ryan, his head just locked in on that ball down in the strike zone.
Top of the order brings up Dustin Ackley. Got the Ackley boys up in their customary upper right field spot. 4 of them here, as opposed to the usual 7, but enough to carry the letters to spell Dustin's name. There they are, the Ackley boys. The other 3, they said they had to work. So everybody carried 2 letters. And on the grass at third is Rodriguez. There's a strike, 1-1.
Saw Dustin's base hit in the first inning. I'd love to see Dustin using left field and up the middle. He's been staying on the ball very well the last couple of days. It's paid off for him.
Mariners in the second inning had runners at first and second with 2 outs. Couldn't push anybody across. Felix 9 up, 9 down through his first 3 innings. Just 24 pitches. Ryan 8 out of 15 in base stealing. Elliot keeping him close. Two and one. Michael Saunders on deck. Tampa Bay, #1 in ERA. The Mariners not too far behind them, 4th in the American League. Three-one count. Saunders, he's ready. Popped it up, playable. Johnson going back. One out here in the Mariner 3rd. Take a look at the CenturyLink high-speed pitch. Hellickson and Felix Hernandez both at 94. Brings up Michael Saunders. Lined out to the second baseman Zobrist, who doubled up Ackley at first. Ryan had a little bigger lead, a bigger dive to get back.
Hellickson with a pretty quick move for a right-hander.
Straight back. Tampa Bay in the midst of a run of 20 consecutive games. Joe Madden giving a few guys days off today. Joe, 2-time manager of the year in the American League in 08 and last year. 7th year with the Rays. Any coach or manager I've been around, he's at or near the top of the list as a rock and roll aficionado.
Talking last night after the game, Dave, about that 5-man infield that they played in the 9th, and I don't think I ever saw it as a player, but you had mentioned you'd seen it before.
I believe Gene Mauch was a guy that had done that back in the past. Phillies, Angels, Expos. The other way, driving full back a few steps just shy of the track, makes the catch. Ryan returns to first. Good news, Saunders hit it hard.
Yeah, this ball hit hard all the way to the track on the line. Nice job by Michael. You see a lot of the left-handers. Hellickson's pitching them away. They're trying to drive that ball to left field.
That's what Madden was saying. He was hoping they would do. Give Sam a lot of work tonight, or this afternoon, in this big yard. Montero lined out the third, first time up. Mariners trying to move Ryan along. Led off the inning with the single. Inside to Montero, ball one. Runner goes. Great jump. He might be able to go to third. He will. He was paying attention. All the way to third goes Ryan. Unbelievable the jump that he got, and Hellickson still had a chance to get him. He never came to a full stop.
Now it looked like Brendan Ryan had timed Mr. Hellickson on the several pitches before he took off. Look at that early lead and jump for Brendan Ryan. Then Hellickson, concentration gets thrown off a little bit. He throws a wild pitch, and Brendan easily into third base.
So a 2-out opportunity on a 2-0 count here for Montero. And he picks it up. Base hit for Montero. Ryan scores, and the Mariners have a 1-0 lead.
Now the Mariners getting a break here from the Tampa Bay Rays and taking advantage of it like they did last night. Brendan Ryan with the huge jump on his stolen base, and then Jesus Montero with the big RBI base hit. McDonald's Super Mode gives us another look. The ball looks like moved back to the middle of the plate, and Jesus puts that good swing on it up in the zone a little bit.
Boy, that's set up beautifully. 2-0 count, man at third on a freebie, and Montero delivers his 46th RBI. A couple of starts ago, Felix Hernandez was brilliant and then some at Yankee Stadium with 1 run. See if they can give him a little bit more cushion than that. That was back on the 4th of August. Felix, just a gorgeous 9-inning complete game at Yankee Stadium. 1-0 victory. Outside to Jaso. 2-0. Boy, nice work by Montero. Strike to Jaso, 2-1. Two-out RBIs, Dano. Worth their weight in gold.
And that's what this game's about offensively, getting those big hits. It's a different thing hitting with guys in scoring position, and Jesus has done a good job.
22nd pitch by Hellickson this inning, and a little tapper. Hellickson flips to Pena, and that'll do it. A big knock by Montero. Great base running by Ryan. Heck of a combo, and it produces a 1-0 lead for the Mariners as we go to the 4th, and Felix Hernandez, well, he's got at least 1 run to work with today. Mariners 1-0. We begin the 4th here at Safeco Field. A blanket giveaway in the summer? What are you talking about? Well, you're going to warm up to the idea. Friday, first 15,000 fans, you're going to get it. And if you're 21 and older, you're going to take home a fuzzy full-size Mariners fleece blanket thanks to EQC. Get your tickets for Friday's fleece blanket night. It's against the Twins that come to town by going to mariners.com. Kings Court in session. Felix Hernandez, 9 up, 9 down, 24 pitches, 2 strikeouts here against the Tampa Bay Rays. Top of the order, Sam Fuld will lead off. 3 other games this afternoon. Steven Strasburg, with that pitch count looming, has a 2-0 lead at San Francisco without Melky Cabrera. Suspended for 50 games. Strike 1 to Sam. How about that, huh? Melky having a great year. That's a big loss for Los Gigantes.
Yeah, that's a big one. Tied with the Dodgers currently, so that may change that race.
Good pitch by Felix Hernandez ahead of Fuld. 0-2. Sam flied out to right field. First time up. Felix with a 3-0 record, a 1.40 ERA here at Safeco Field against the Rays. The 0-2. Did he go? It just did not, said Andy Fletcher.
Felix with that breaking ball again down in the dirt. Fuld tries to hold up. It was close. Looked like his wrist might have brought that bat a little bit further forward than it looked in regular motion, but
1-2 pitch. Almost hit him. Came way inside against Elliot Johnson before striking him out. We're out number 2 in the 3rd inning.
That one, another breaking ball. Full jumping back out of the way.
2-2. Final full count. Leadoff man Sam Fuld here in the 4th inning. Other action today, Colorado 4-0 over Milwaukee. 4th inning in Denver. Cubbies 7-1 at home against Houston, top the 7th. 3-2 pitch. Flipped it right to Seager, 1 down.
Well, he ran the count to 3-2 and then gives Fuld a fastball on the outside corner. Fuld does what you're supposed to do with that, hits that ball the other way, but right at Kyle Seager for the first out.
Brings up B.J. Upton, ground out to short. Felix owns him, 3 for 29. Ball 1. Upton's done his damage, 2 for 4 last night. 1 for 5, a monster home run on Monday. 4-1 Rays win. 2-0.
Felix with 32 pitches now, 19 for strikes, 13 for balls. Has had a little trouble staying ahead of the Ray hitters.
Up 2-1. Final from earlier this afternoon. Miami at home beats Philadelphia 9-2. Mark Burley gets the win to go 10-11. It beats Roy Halladay, who's 6-7 with a 3.80 ERA. 2-1 Upton. Wild swing, 2-2. Pitch way out of the zone. Felix back and even in the count at 2-2.
Kings Court wants another strikeout.
Yes, they do. 2-2. Here's the pitch up. Got him! Struck him out. 3rd K for Felix. 11 up, 11 down.
Well, Felix has been so successful already today with that breaking ball. And we see it on McDonald's Supermo. Here comes that 12-6 again. And it's just too much for B.J. Upton. Swings right over the top of it. You can see that good break. That sharp break. Very well placed 2-2 curveball right there.
Matt Joyce, the hitter, grounded out to Ackley first time. Mariners leading on a Montero 2 out. Single to left field in the bottom of the 3rd inning. I mean, they're not getting great swings. I mean, there's so much movement today, as we see oftentimes from Felix Hernandez.
Yeah, that's a big key for him, the movement on his fastball, on his changeup, and his breaking ball. And it's that breaking ball that's been so devastating until this point today.
2-1. Didn't get the call from Rob Drake. Right at the bottom. 2-1. That's a strike. 2-2.
Another breaking ball. You know, Felix, some days it's his changeup that he likes to throw the lefties. Today it's his curveball, and it's really been a dandy. Kind of watch that as the game progresses if he goes to his changeup later on.
The 2-2 pitch. Hey, he struck him out. 12 up, 12 down for Felix Hernandez. His 4th strikeout. He's rolling. He's got a 1-0 lead.
Welcome back. Mariners still lead it 1-0 as we head into the bottom of the 4th inning. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here. Now, Melky Kukabura has had an outstanding season all year long, and he even went to the All-Star game. But today we find out he may have had a little assistance. He has tested positive for a substance and has been suspended for 50 games without pay. He tested positive for testosterone. He was batting .346 with 11 home runs and 60 RBIs in the first season with the Giants. He's going to miss the final 45 games of the regular season and serve out the suspension to start next year. Wow, tough news for the Giants as they try to position themselves for the playoffs, guys.
All right, Angie, devastating loss. Melky, the #2 hitter in the National League. As Kyle Seager looks at a strike. Melky at 346 was second only to Andrew McCutcheon at 359 of the Pirates. Melky was leading in hits with 159, leading in runs with 84. I mean, that's a killer to the Giant offense. Kyle Seager flied to left first time. Rounds this one down to Pena. Fair ball. And how about that? Oh, just got him. Joe West.
Here comes Eric
Seager
Wedge.
out, and Eric Wedge bolting out of the dugout. Seager can't believe it.
Well, I think both Pena and Hellickson thought that ball was going to be foul. Hellickson was kind of caught off guard, and then Pena had to race to the bag. And Kyle seemed to think he was safe.
Yep, and he doesn't beef much at all. So West and Wedge agree to disagree.
And wow, that's close. Looked like Kyle might have gotten in there.
Oh, man, that is really close. Yeah, he just got him. If you look at the Supermo, let's see, right here. Ooh, wow, that's close.
That's a tough call.
Man. There's smoke. Reached on an error by Elliot Johnson, shortstop. We get the shift on him again. Sober's playing in short right field. Rodriguez the only man on the left side. Down the line and foul.
Perfect example there. You run them all out, Dave. You never know. You never know.
Absolutely.
Kyle Seager hustling down that line and made it a very close play at first base.
Coaches and managers say it all the time. Hey, man, you only have to run hard 4 times.
Yeah, that's right. Get down that line.
One out, ball and 2 strikes to Smoke. His lead on a Montero 2-out RBI single in the 3rd. 1-2 to Smoke. Struck him out off speed pitch. Strikeout #1 for Hellickson. 2 outs here in the 4th. Bring up Trayvon Robinson, got a base hit left field in the 2nd inning. That was after Smoke had reached on an error. Mariners threatened, couldn't get a 2-out RBI in that inning. Trayvon in the 7-hole today. Batted 2nd last night. 1 0 for 4. So his butt takes a strike. Product of the RBI Inner City Baseball Academy in LA. Darryl Miller. Reggie Miller's brother, basketball famous, his coach.
Starting to get the feeling, Dave, that that 1 run may be very crucial in this ball game.
Yeah. I'm with you. Breaking ball misses. Very detailed. Hellickson's been very, very tough on the Mariners. 3-0 in his career. 4 starts, an 0.92 ERA, and 2-0 here at Safeco Field. A 1-2-6. 2-1. That's the way. He can go to work here. Rick Thames on deck. (3-1) to Robinson. Right back to the pitcher. Felix throws him out. That'll do it for the Mariners to go quietly in the 4th. The King on the mound. He'll be back when we return from break. He has thrown a whale of a ball game through 4 innings.
Seattle Mariners baseball on Route Sports is brought to you by the Puyallup Fair. Get tickets for the 2012 Puyallup Fair Concert Series. Visit thefair.com for details. And by Jack in the Box. Get the All-American Jack Combo at Jack in the Box. It's a no-nonsense burger with fries and a drink for only $4.99 plus tax. Guys?
All right, Angie, thank you. And here's Felix Hernandez. First pitch to Evan Longoria. Off the plate, ball 1. Felix perfect through 4. He's got 4 strikeouts, 12 up, 12 down. Breaking ball to Longoria, 1-1. Gonna be 4, 5, and 6 here against Felix. Top of the 5th. Ackley there. 1 down.
Well, you need a little luck too, Dave. That ball hit hard, but right at Dustin Ackley. Longoria, a tough hitter. Felix continues to stay strong.
Rays come in at 235 batting average, 12th in the American League. The Mariners right behind him at 13th at 232. Big difference though. The Rays number 2 holding down that second wild card spot right now. Starting today, tied with Baltimore. Mariners 10 out in the wild card chase. And Zobrist grounded out to short. You catch a guy, when you're catching a guy and he's in a zone like that, what's going through your mind as a catcher?
No, you just don't want to screw up his rhythm, and you want to stay right in sync with him. You can tell he's gone to his breaking ball a lot today, and so you want to stay on that pattern for a while.
2-1.
Felix got the good fastball. He's got the good changeup and the breaking ball. But you don't know what's going to be good from outing to outing. And today it certainly is breaking ball. There it is again.
2 and 2, and it's been sensational.
Good hard bite to it. He's found good locations for it down in the strike zone. There goes the King's Court. Want another strikeout.
They are liking it. Saw some K placards on the road a couple of places last road trip. 2 and 2. Fouled it, and Jaso couldn't hold on. Felix sitting on 4 strikeouts. Tired the first 13 men that he's faced. Good hitter here in Zobrist. 2-2 pitch. Out back this way.
Good fastball inside on Zobrist there. That was his 49th pitch. Good hard fastball in on his hands. You can see that there. Number 6 in tight up towards his hands, and Zobrist would just foul it off. Probably go back to the breaking ball here. 2-2.
2-2 to Zobrist. To left center field and deep. Pretty good carry, but Trayvon Robinson there makes the catch. 14 up, 14 down. Here's Angie Menting.
Guys, here at the Ford Sports Desk, the AL wild card race is heating up. Huge game for the Tigers facing off against the Twins today. And last night, Miguel Cabrera got RBI number 100 and 101 on the season. And in the first, he picks up today a solo shot deep to right field. He now has 102 RBIs and 30 home runs on this season. It's our Sterling Bank score at Target Field. 5-1 the final. Gentlemen.
Special player, Miguel Cabrera. Central standing, Chicago by 1.5 over the Tigers. Cleveland out of it. Cleveland will be in here to finish up this road trip next week, or this homestand next week. Here's Carlos Pena, 2 outs. That will get out of play. Nothing for Seager. In a wild card, Baltimore and Tampa Bay right now with Detroit a game out there. Oakland 1.5. Angels 2.5. Boy, the Athletics one of the really big surprises. Same for Baltimore. Big surprises in the American League. Baltimore 10 games over 500. A's are 7 over 500. Here's the 0-1 to Pena. He's missing. He's not missing up in the zone.
No, he's been down in the zone. Caught a little bit of a break there on that curveball to Zobrist. It was a bit of a hanger, and Zobrist gave it a good ride. Threw the ball back in, and Felix said, "Give me another one." I didn't like that ball.
1-1 to Pena. His fist fouled away. Brendan Ryan pretty much playing up the middle, the shortstop. Everybody else straight away against Pena.
You see Felix's pitch breakdown here. 57% fastballs, 43 off speed, and most of those have been the curveball. And it's been his location. Dave, you mentioned down in the strike zone with that breaking ball, and he's worked in pretty well with his fastball too, especially with these lefties.
He's got a 1-2 pitch to Carlos Pena. Breaking ball hit back. Jaso will take it. That'll do it. Perfect through 5. Felix Hernandez. What an afternoon. 1-0 is the score here at Safeco Field. Well, Felix doing his job. 15 up, 15 down. See if they can get him some more runs. 1 run on the board thanks to Jesus Montero, 3rd inning. He had a 2-out count, 2 outs, and a man on 3rd after Ryan, who had singled and then took 3rd on a wild pitch. And Montero delivered a sharp base hit down the left field line for the Mariners' only run. Felix Hernandez, 54 pitches, 5 innings, 15 up, 15 down. Struck out 4. Eric Thames will lead it off. Here in the home 5th, Thames, Ryan, and Ackley. One to count to Thames. Brilliant as Felix has been. Hellickson hasn't been that far behind. He's got a strikeout. He's held the Mariners to a run on 4 hits. Here's the 1-2. Missed away. Play Thames straight away. 2-2 pitch. Just outside. Off speed pitch hit down to the second baseman Zobrist. 1 down. Take a look at the Mariners calendar brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Day off tomorrow for the boys, and then Minnesota Twins come to town for 3 games, followed by the Cleveland Indians. Both of those teams making their second and final visits here to Seattle. Then on the road again. Mariners go to Chicago for 3, Minnesota for 4, and then come home, and that'll get us into the month of September, and that's a good-looking homestand. 9 days, or 9 games. You get 3 with LA, the Angels, 3 with Boston, and 3 with the A's. Brendan Ryan led off the 3rd inning. Base hit to left. 2-2 pitch. Took third on a wild pitch. He's had second base stolen. Fabulous jump against Helix. Scored on the Montero base hit. Here's the 1-1. It's a strike. Ball and 2 strikes to Brendan Ryan.
This next pitch will be number 70 for Hellickson. 42 strikes, 27 balls on the day.
To right field for Matt Joyce. 2 outs.
Tough news in Seattle, Dave. We lost a great young man, a great ball player in his own right. O'Day standout Josh Dickerson passed away a couple of weeks ago, and tough story. Great young man.
18 years old.
Baseball was his passion.
Strike 1 to Ackley. Dustin with a base hit to left and a pop to short. One. Elliot's retired the last 6 men that he's faced. Bounces that one up there. Fly ball left field. Battling the sun. Fold. Hangs in.
Well, Seattle has lost a great baseball player, fan, and a young man. Josh Dickerson lost his battle to cancer at the age of 18. Tomorrow evening at the St. James Cathedral, there will be a celebration of his life at 7 p.m. Our prayers go out to the Dickerson family. Josh, you will be missed.
Seattle Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Northern Quest Casino, Spokane's newest destination resort, and by Ford. We are local. Guys, if you come back to the Ford Sports Desk and I'm not here, you now know where I will be. Right there. Cannonball!
I hear you. Good call, Angie. Oh, boy. Beautiful day here. Safeco Field. 1-0. Felix, perfect through 5. Jose Lobaton, Elliot Johnson, Sean Rodriguez. Bottom third of the order here in the 6th. His breaking ball has been a featured pitch here today, Dan. It's been something else, hasn't it?
Yeah, he's had some good snap on that pitch. He's gone to it quite a bit, and it's been very, very effective.
Lobaton first time up. Fly to right. Two-one pitch. There's a strike. Boy, he's something. He can get back in the count in a heartbeat. He's got 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, he just has such good location today with all his pitches.
2-2. Ground ball foul. Economical.
Yes, number of pitches by inning here.
2-2. Struck him out. That's strikeout number 5. 16 up, 16 down for the King.
Well, this time he went to the changeup, and he gets the swinging strikeout. You can see the rotation and just that movement on that pitch at 89 miles an hour. Boy, Felix is in control today.
Here's shortstop Elliot Johnson, switch hitter.
Look
Fooled
at
him
that
on
curve.
that one, huh?
I don't think I've seen Felix with that good of a curveball. That thing is just biting today like
It's ridiculous today.
unbelievable.
I mean, see the changeup and yeah, but, man, there's another one. Oh, the changeup, that thing really died.
Yeah, it's his movement that's been key for him, and that changeup there.
0-2. Say goodnight. Elliot Johnson gone. Strikeout number 6.
Now 3 nasty pitches there to Elliot. He had no chance. A good curve on the first pitch, and then 2 changeups in this last one. You'll see it dive down to the lower part of the strike zone. Tell you what, he is not to be denied today. He is on fire.
Great rhythm out there. Tremendous command. Here's Sean Rodriguez, flied out to left. Good first pitch strike. 11 of 18 in first pitch strikes. 0-1. Breaking ball, no chance. 0-2.
That has been nasty. The first pitch, a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Follow that up with an 82-mile-an-hour curveball that's just breaking off the table today. Kings Court on their feet.
How does he deign to dispose of Rodriguez? 0-2. No, not this time. Ball and 2 strikes.
Starting to see him introduce that changeup a little bit more now. Getting close to turning over that lineup for the 3rd time.
Felix 1-2. There's Sean Rodriguez. The pitch. Oh, and Jaso couldn't hold on and ate him up. They had Rodriguez beaten.
Just got a piece of it. Didn't stick in Jaso's glove, but another curveball. Look at McDonald's Super Mole. See that rotation? That one more in the strike zone than some of the others, but still just a nasty breaker.
2 outs, nobody on. The 1-2 pitch. Off the plate, 2-2.
Good velocity on his fastball today. That one at 95.
2-2 to Rodriguez. Strike 3 call. He's our guy. He's the king. He's Felix Hernandez. Perfect through 6.
Today's Tracer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
We're getting a treat today. Mariners 1-0 on a Montero 3rd inning, 2-out RBI. But the big story, Felix Hernandez getting it done through 6. 18 up, 18 down. Here's Michael Saunders. Center field right to Upton. 1 out. 0 for 3 day for Saunders. Hellickson today, 1 strikeout. Giving up a run on 4 hits. 1 multiple hit inning the Mariners had. That's the inning they scored the run. Came with 2 outs. Ryan led off with a single to left. 2 outs later on a wild pitch, he got the 3rd. And on a 2-0 count, Montero brought him home.
Well, I don't know if Felix will need it today, but it would sure be nice to add a little insurance here, a little add-on, get him at least 1 more run.
We thought this had a chance to be a heck of a pitcher's duel, given the numbers both pitchers had against their opponents. Felix 3-0, a 1.40 ERA here at Safeco against Tampa Bay. Breaking ball for a strike by Hellickson. Hellickson total 3-0 against the Mariners, an 0.92, and 2-0 here at Safeco with a 1.26. And on top of being a great pitcher, Felix, great guy, tremendous teammate. All in 2 strikes.
A little bit of an advantage too, pitching the 3rd game of a series, Dave. Get to see the club 2 games in a row. And we saw last night Felix locked in on what Kevin Millwood was doing with this lineup, and a little bit of an advantage for him to see how he wants to approach it. A couple of days to think about it.
All in 2 strikes. Montero down to 3rd base. Rodriguez. Oh, good scoop. Bails him out by Pena. 2 outs. Here's Angie Mente.
Guys, still here at the Ford Sports Desk, but not staying here for very long. We head to AA and check in on the Jackson Generals, who lead the league in just about every single category. Their pitching staff has the best ERA at 3.27. It's our Banner Bank building to the future. Generals position players are at the top in total base hits, and they've also hit the most long balls as well with 97 under the belt. Things are pretty good in the Mariners minor league system.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Here's John Jaso, the former Ray. Swing and a miss. Jaso ground out to short, tap back to the pitcher. Good fastball around the hands. 0-2.
That was pitch number 81 for Hellickson here in the 6th inning.
0-2 to Jaso. Tell you what, he's got pretty good movement too.
Yeah, he's pitched a nice ball game. Scattered a few hits, but he's been tough on the Mariners too. 0.92 ERA against the Mariners coming in.
Really, really good pitcher. Rookie of the year last year in the American League. The 0-2. Missed away.
Pretty good pitching on this Tampa Bay Rays team.
Until they get it done. Longoria said, we know if we can get a run or 2, starters are going to get deep, and then you got the shutdown bullpen at the back. 1-2. Joe Madden saying today that probably will more than likely stay away from Joel Peralta and Fernando Rodney. Both of those guys get plenty of action the last couple of nights. Joe in his 7th year with the Rays. 1-2 to Jaso. Putting up a good battle.
And you see the tracer on Hellickson staying around the edges of the strike zone. Nothing there in the middle. And that's why he's been so effective today.
In first base side of the rubber, delivers 1-2. That'll get it done. A sliced bleeder. Jaso getting greedy, going for 2. He is in there with a double. Fundamentally sound, smart player, take advantage of situations. Head was up the entire time.
Yeah, the key to this right there is John Jaso thinking double out of the box. The lefties have had some success today against Hellickson going the other way. John Jaso doing the same thing, gets it between the line and the 3rd baseman. And he saw where that ball was. Look at him. He takes off right out of the box and is thinking second base all the way. Good heads up hustle play for John Jaso.
You know that feels good doing it against his former teammates. So Jaso in with his 14th double, coming with 2 outs here in the 6th. And it brings up Mr. 2-out RBI himself, Kyle Seager. Leads the major leagues with 40. Knox with 40 RBIs with 2 outs. Seager 0 for 2 today. 28,000, really good crowd. 889, 28,889.
Good crowd, gorgeous day, and they're getting a treat watching Felix today. Sure would be nice for the Mariners to pick up this insurance run right here.
Huge. 2 outs. Jaso at second. 0-1 to Seager. Ooh, he checked down to Andy Fletcher, said he couldn't check it, so Seager in an 0-2 hole.
Now that's a curveball down in the dirt. And it looks like Kyle did go a little bit too far. Finds himself in the hole, 0-2. You're right, we've talked a lot about Felix's breaking ball. Jeremy Hellickson with a couple of good ones here to start Seager off.
0-2 now, time called. Make that 21,889 here in the ballpark. Very pleasant breeze here. Here's the 0-2 to Seager. Outside.
This would be pitch number 90 for Hellickson, so his pitch count starting to creep up.
Seager trying to pick up an RBI with 2 outs. Bouncing ball. They don't mess around with it this time as Pena feeds Hellickson. That'll do it. 6 in the books. Felix Hernandez 1-0 over the Rays. Take a look at our Sterling Bank. Nobody works harder for you. Felix Hernandez through 6. What a ball game, Dan.
Well, he's had it all going today. Good location, but it's been the breaking ball that he's really used effectively to get his strikeouts. Look at that break on that thing going right off the end of the table to go along with his 95-mile-an-hour fastball and his occasional changeup. There's that curveball. He's just been unbelievable today.
Struck out the side in the 6th. He's got 7 strikeouts. And he is beating Hellickson right now. Mariners with just 1 run. Strike 1 taken by Sam Fuld. Showed bunt. Sam 0 for 2 with a fly to right. Soft line out to Seager at third. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Felix's 3rd time through the order now. That time a changeup to Fuld. So we might see a little different pattern here as we get into the 3rd time up to the plate for these hitters.
0-2. Bounces up there. 1-2.
See Felix's pitch total at 72. 48 strikes to only 24 balls today. 12 out of 19 first pitch strikes.
1-2 pitch to Sam Fuld. 2-2.
See on the tracer there just off the outside corner. That's where you want to be. Dave, you mentioned it. He's been down in the strike zone all day long.
2-2. Down to Ackley. Got the play made. 1 out. 19 up, 19 down.
Good location. Fastball in on the hands of Sam Fuld. All he can do is just hit a bouncer to second. He's just been. Felix's location today has not made any mistakes in the middle of the plate. Been down and he's been inside on the lefties. Just a blueprint for pitching.
Upton ground out to short and a strikeout. Figured why not? At this point, you know he's around the plate. You better take a hack.
Absolutely. You know those guys are up there trying to break up the perfecto.
The 0-1.
Couple of sliders there from Felix. Need to mix it up a little bit here.
Ryan throws across, 2 down, 20 up, 20 down. That was a little scary because you didn't want Seager to tip that ball and deflect it away and not give Ryan, the best shortstop in the business, a chance.
Yeah, Seager gets over there, and third basemen are supposed to take everything they can get. But instead of taking the short hop, he let Brendan Ryan take it. Boy, Brendan Ryan's just got such a strong throwing arm.
From any angle.
Absolutely.
Matt Joyce, 2 outs, 7th inning. Round out the second and a strikeout. Felix is K'd 7 this afternoon. Strike one.
Look at the ERA by inning. From the 7th inning on, a 1.16 ERA.
Joe Madden just got run. Beefing with Rob Drake. Getting his money's worth.
Well, that's the ultimate no-no. You just can't argue balls and strikes.
The momentum changer too here. This could be a tactical ploy by Madden with his Rays at the mercy of Felix. He's not let Drake's trying to walk away. Joe West, the crew chief, coming in, and Joe has had his say so. It's a whole wide world. I wish I could.
As we look at the tracer on this first pitch, good frame job just off the plate.
Boy.
Tell you what, though, when you're throwing a perfecto, you get the benefit of the doubt.
Joe West trying to calm Madden down. Rob Drake walked away. Joe's so angry, got his hands behind his back a few seconds ago. He said his piece. He's done. And we shall resume. Hopefully that does not have a bad effect on Felix, because he has been in just a precious rhythm here in this ball game. Second time this season. So you look at Felix, look at his career. 21 complete games, 7 shutouts, 4 two-hitters, and 1 one-hitter. Second time Madden's been ejected this season. Outside. 1-1 to Matt Joyce. If Felix can overcome that stoppage for a moment, and he's a strike away from really getting deep into this bad boy. 1-2.
Good changeup there for the second strike to Joyce.
Okay, corner going crazy. The 1-2, the pitch outside. 2-2.
It's a good point, though. Joe Madden realizing Felix is just in that good rhythm. He's got his 3-hole hitter up there. Let's break it up the rhythm and see if we can't get something going.
Wouldn't stun me if Joe later admits that was a tactical move. Wouldn't surprise me at all. 2-2. Just got a piece of it. 20 up, 20 down for Felix Hernandez. He struck out 7 in 6 2/3. Completely dominated the Rays this afternoon. Mariners lead 1-0 on a Jesus Montero third inning 2-out single. The 2-2 to Matt Joyce. Chop foul again.
Now John Jaso out. Talk to Felix. Joyce has fouled off a couple.
One of the premier pitchers in the game, Felix Hernandez, out of Valencia, Venezuela. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. Outside, full count.
Whoa. Just off the plate. Good location.
It's his second 3-2 count of the ball game. Payoff pitch. Ground ball, fair. Smokes, got it. We're getting into nitty-gritty time, folks. Felix perfect through 7. It's 1-0 Mariners. Dominating performance by Felix Hernandez through 7. Perfect game. 21 up, 21 down. Struck out 7. He's been masterful.
Oh, man, he's got everything going today. Good fastball, but it's been the breaking balls that have been his story today.
Prescription now, some offense, Dan.
Yeah, let's get him a little breathing room.
Smoke, Robinson, and Thames against Hellickson, who has not been shabby himself. Only a run in the ballgame, a 2-out RBI single by Jesus Montero back in the 3rd inning. Scored Brendan Ryan, who led off with a base hit to left, moved to 3rd on a wild pitch by Hellickson. Here's 1-1 to Smoke. Hit hard, foul ball. Felix recently had a 1-0 gem at Yankee Stadium on the 4th of August. That was a 2-hitter. Walked 2, struck out 6. Hellickson has been outstanding against the Mariners in his young career. He's got Smoke here, 1 and 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. They got the shift on against Smoke. Ben Zobrist in short right field. Here's the 2-2. Foul. Again, another off-speed pitch. This kid's been really good with that.
Yeah, he's done a nice job with his off speed today.
Hard throwing right, veteran right-hander, Kyle Farnsworth. Throwing for Tampa Bay in their bullpen. 2-2. Bounce it up there. Full count. Hellickson a strikeout, no walks today. Payoff here to Smoke. Pulls it, rolls over on it, down to Pena, take it himself. 1 out here in the Mariners 7th inning. Hey, if you haven't had a chance to experience the Kings Court, make plans to be a part of the most royal section of Safeco Field next Tuesday when King Felix is on the mound again against the Cleveland Indians at 7:10. Tickets are only $30, so come on, dig deep and include a Golden Kings Court t-shirt and K-card to join Tuesday's Kings Court right here by going to mariners.com/Felix. Trayvon Robinson had a base hit. Back in the 2nd inning, 1 for 2. Way inside. Let's see Trayvon getting on, maybe turn him loose, let him run a little bit.
Yeah, Brendan Ryan getting that huge jump, stealing second base, getting the 3rd on the wild pitch, but Trayvon can really run. Get him on the bases. And
1-0. Caught there by Zobrist. Looked like it had a chance to get over Zobrist's head. It's sort of like the gamer last night that Thames had that just got over Rodriguez's head.
Yeah, that one more on the line than Thames last night. Easy play for Zobrist.
Here comes Thames. Fly to left, ground out to 2nd. Ball 1. Strike to Thames, 1-1.
Last time these two pitchers met, it was a 1-1 game late. Felix just a little bit better than Hellickson today.
1-1 to Thames. Fastball up high. Big moment for Thames with the game winner early on. I believe his first game, hit the home run straight away center field. 2 big moments for him in a short time here with the Mariners. Coming over from Toronto. 2-1.
Got to feel good for Mr. Thames to contribute early on here. Feel
yes.
part of the team.
Absolutely. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Fouled off again.
See the tracer here on the at bat to Eric Thames. Hellickson got away with one there on that last pitch, a center cut fastball that Thames just fouled off.
2-2. See if Thames can make something happen. 3-2 here. 2 outs, nobody on. Brendan Ryan's on deck. Ryan 1 for 2. He scored the only run of the ball game. Thames straight away. 3-2 pitch. He's aboard with a walk. It's the first walk of the ball game.
Two out walks have a way of hurting you, Dave. So let's hope the Mariners can take advantage here. Get that second run of the ball game.
Brings up Brendan Ryan. Two for 8 on the series.
Thames 1 out of 2 in stolen base attempts since coming to the Mariners.
Well, they give Ryan straight up the middle. They've got the shortstop Elliot Johnson in the hole and on the grass. Second baseman's going to be covering. If they do anything with Thames, 2 outs in tight to Ryan. Ball 1.
Catcher out to talk to Hellickson. Walk Thames, falls behind 1-0 to Ryan. Trying to pump him up. Only 14 out of 27 first pitch strikes for Hellickson today, so he's been behind some of these hitters, but boy has he come back and been a tough customer.
1-0 lead. Ryan scored that run in the third. Montero delivered the base hit. Thames back safely. Ryan checking down with Jeff Datz, third base coach. One and 0 to Brendan. Inside and missed. 2-0. Just never know, Dano, when you come to the ballpark. 2-0. Ryan takes a strike. 2-1. What do you think? Make something happen here?
Yeah, I mean, we got to take it to Hellickson here, don't we? We did it with Ryan, ended up scoring.
Hellickson's only allowed 7 base runners, 5 hits, 1 reach and a walk, and on an error and a walk. Only 3 Mariners have reached second base and 1 has scored. 2-1 count. Get a good count, good speed.
And Ryan, who likes to use right field, has got a huge hole over there too.
Oh, man, really. Some room to work with. It's not like they've been ripping Hellickson and all today. 2-1. Thames doesn't go. Foul back.
McDonald Supermo. Good fastball, 92 on the outside corner, and Brendan Ryan just underneath it.
The Rhinos got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Thames at first. 1-0. Mariners here in the bottom of the 7th at Safeco here in Seattle. Looper. No play for Pena. I think he slammed into the brakes, went into the camera well.
Now you see his approach with Brendan Ryan. A lot of pitches up and in. Trying to jam him. That one there jammed him. Hit that little looper down the first baseline. But Hellickson has done a nice job staying out of the middle of the plate.
Good pitch. There is a lot of space for Ryan. 2-2. Back again.
Good cut at that fastball. That was a pitch that was a little bit up, but middle of the plate.
Elliot approaching his season most in pitches. 118 against the Yankees. First start of the season. He's at 112 now. Ryan trying to keep this inning going with Ackley on deck. A lot of stomachs turning over. Mariner dugout.
I think so. This has been sort of a long inning, and you know Felix just wants to get back out there on that mound.
2-2 to Ryan. Fouled off again. What a battle.
Another good pitch from Hellickson. 92 in on the hands. Brennan too close to take, so he fouls it off.
Pitch number 8 coming up.
23 pitches total for this inning. Seems like Hellickson's really slowed down his pace.
Certainly, he was thinking along with us, thinking Thames might be running. Got a 2-2 count, 2 outs, runner at first. Pitch to Ryan. Fouled it off. Just hit one out of the ballpark, make it easy, huh?
It's never easy, Dave.
Jesus Montero has the only RBI today. His 46th run batted in on the season. Brendan Ryan against Jeremy Hellickson. 2-2. Off the fist, down to Rodriguez. Throws across, and that'll do it. 6 outs to go. Felix Hernandez, perfect through 7. Here he comes. Special day here, Safeco Field, a 1-0 Mariner lead. King Felix on the mound. Let's check what Mariner topics are being discussed on Twitter right now. How about Felix, number 8 worldwide, trending with a perfect game through 7. Could be a crucible inning here for him with 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Longoria takes strike 1. Longoria, Zobrist, and Pena.
Tough guys to face here in this late part of the game. But King Felix has been just unbelievable.
Swing and a miss. Longoria, strikeout and a soft liner to Ackley at second in his previous at bats. 7 strikeouts for Felix. He struck out the side in the 6th. 0-2 to Longoria. Just inside. Straight away and deep for Longoria. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, struck him out. Number 8 for Felix Hernandez. 1 down here in the 8th inning.
Well, Felix taking care of Evan Longoria. Couple of breaking balls and then this curveball with 2 strikes. Again, notice the location of this pitch. Down out of the strike zone where you can't get hurt, and look at that break. He has had that pitch the entire ball game, and it's been his best pitch today.
Ben Zobrist ground out the short, fly to left. Breaking ball for strike 1.
And that was pitch number 90 for Felix.
Let's go Felix chant going up here. One out, nobody on. The 0-1. Down low. He's been consistent. He's not leaving anything to chance.
See his pitch count at 91, 45% with his fastball, 55% off speed.
1-1. Foul. So he's got Zobrist 1 and 2.
He's used all his off-speed pitches today, mostly his curveball, but he's mixed in that changeup and his slider on occasion. And he's got it all going.
Zobrist has had a difficult time against Mr. Hernandez. A ball and 2 strikes to Ben Zobrist. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's strikeout number 9. 23 up, 23 down.
Well, as with a lot of good pitchers, they get stronger and stronger as the game goes on. This one is a changeup. And look at it drop off the table. That movement down in the strike zone. And look at the fans. They're loving it. Safeco Field.
21,889 on hand here today. Carlos Pena fly to left. Tapper in front of the plate. Jaso threw him out. Ball 1. Felix has struck out 5 of the last 8 men that he's faced. Straight away and deep for Pena. The 1-0. Swing and a miss.
Well, you can just see right there the confidence he has in that pitch right now. 1-0 curveball.
Guarding the line is Smoke. First base side. Ryan up the middle. Got a 1-1 to Carlos Pena. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2. Fans rising to their feet here at Safeco Field. 21,889. Turning out to be a special matinee. The King is in session. Pena thinking about it. Steps into the batter's box. Felix ready and deals 1-2. Chopper foul.
Good changeup there. We've got to give some credit to John Jaso back there. He's kept Felix in a good rhythm today. Boy, as soon as that hitter steps in the box, here comes Felix. He's ready to deal.
2 outs, nobody on. A masterpiece being worked by Felix Hernandez. Carlos Pena. The 1-2 pitch from Felix. And he struck him out! Strikes out the side! He's 3 outs away from immortality! It's 1-0 Felix and the Mariners!
Seattle Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment, gaming, and dining destination. By Sterling Bank, life is about the good stuff. Your bank should be too. Visit our new website at bankwithsterling.com. And by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network, AT&T, rethink possible. So far, 24 up, 24 down for Felix Hernandez. He is trying to make a bid for the second perfect game at Safeco Field this season. Now you will remember the White Sox. Phil Umber had something special earlier this season, and Dave, you were part of that. I have no idea how you were even able to talk right now.
They pay me to do it, so we'll get it done. Don't worry about it. Thank you, Reggie. I will say, I was telling Danby as we went to break, the Umber perfecto, I was juiced, but this is our guy here.
Yeah.
I'm really fired up now. And I was doing that for Fox. That was on national TV. This is for home TV, our guy. 1-0 to Ackley against new pitcher Kyle Farnsworth. Ackley, Saunders, and Montero. Ackley today with a base hit. Back in the first inning. He's 1 for 3.
Still think it'd be nice to get one more, Dave.
I'm greedy. 4-5. I like your basic premise. I just want to change the number. Felix threw a nice game. There's Farnsworth, the veteran.
This will be his 15th appearance.
Ackley going the other way, but Fuld had him played perfectly. Line drive, 1 out. Let's check out our Land Rover defensive play of the game. And let's take a look at a trio of nice defensive plays. Thames into the shade, deep right center field. A lot of other ballparks that might have been gone. Jaso to end the 5th inning. And then Brendan Ryan, you would expect nothing less. Nice play here.
No good pitching performance without good defense.
Amen.
Dave.
Want to know to Saunders, lined out to second, lined out to left, Flied to center. There's a strike, 1-1.
And the line on Hellickson, 7 innings. Gave up just the 5 hits, the 1 earned run. It's the difference in the ball game right now. 115 pitches, 1 strikeout, 1 walk.
Saunders, foul ball. Ball at 2 strikes to Michael Saunders. 1 out here in the 8th. Mariners got their only run, the only run of the ball game. 3rd inning, 2 outs, 2-0 count to Montero. Single to left, and scored Brendan Ryan. Eric Wedge looked very calm and collected. 1-2 to Saunders.
There you see Felix.
Doubt many guys have moved in that dugout. 2-2.
Looks pretty calm.
That's what you want. 2-2 to Saunders. Flipped it. Center field. That's a pretty good flip shot. Easy swing he took. Had good carry on it. Carries all the way out to Upton for out number 2. Felix will be looking at the bottom 3rd of the order for Tampa Bay when he gets back out there. Here's Montero. Soft line drive to 3rd, base hit and an RBI in the. Check that. Let's back up. Soft line drive to 3rd base in the 1st inning. 3rd inning, an RBI base hit and grounded out to 3rd in the 6th.
Well, he accounts for the difference in this ball game right now.
It was aggressive, man. 2-0. Had Rhino got to 3rd. Got a pitch up in the zone from Helix. Strike 1. One came inside. Here's what Montero did. 2-0 count. 2 outs. Man at 3rd. Jumped on it. Base hit. Only run of the ball game. Here's a 1-1 count to Jesus outside corner for a strike. 1-2. Outside from Farnsworth. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two. Well, here we go, folks. Buckle up. We're on the edge of history. Could be a Seattle first. 26-year-old Felix Hernandez. 3 outs away from a perfect game here at Safeco Field. On the edge of history, Safeco Field. Felix Hernandez taking the mound for the 9th inning. 24 up, 24 down against the Tampa Bay Rays. A team very much in the hunt for the playoffs here in the American League. Dave Sims, Dan Wilson, Root Sports crew. It'll be Desmond Jennings pinch hitting for Lobaton. First pitch. Breaking ball up high. Fans 21,889. Many on their feet here at Safeco Field here in Seattle, Washington. Felix ready. Swing and a miss. Counted 1-1. Felix has struck out 10. Struck out this side in the 8th. Struck out this side in the 6th. On the outside corner, strike 2.
Couple of good sliders. Dave, everybody on their feet in this stadium.
Beautiful sight on this sunshiny day here in Seattle. Kings Court going crazy. The 1-2 to Jennings. Ground ball hit foul. In the pen, everybody paying attention. Socializing has been long over, given the gravity of what we have in our hands right now. Rising to a crescendo. The 1-2 to Jennings. Foul back. Nobody up on the rail on the Mariner dugout. Everybody up on the rail for the Rays. The 1-2 to Jennings. Oh, came out! Yeah! 25 up, 25 down. 4 strikeouts in a row, 11 for the ball game.
Felix goes to his changeup on Jennings. McDonald's Supermo, watch the movement on this pitch. Starts in the middle of the plate, ends up by his back foot. These fans are pumped. The entire stadium is now the Kings Court.
Keppinger will pinch hit for Elliot Johnson. What a day to be at Safeco Field. A Wednesday matinee closing out the season series with the Tampa Bay Rays. Here's tough hitter here in Keppinger. And he looks at ball 1. Jeff Keppinger went 2 for 4 last night. 4 consecutive strikeouts for Felix. The 1-0. Paints that outside corner. 1-1.
Felix has gone to his slider here in the 9th. Several sliders here to the right-handers.
The 1-1 from Felix. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Crowd loving it here at Safeco Field. The energy is reverberating around this ballpark. 1-2. The King deals to Keppinger. Ground ball, Ryan. Scoop, throw, got him. 2 outs.
Well, there's still a lot of pressure on the defense to make the play. Brendan Ryan, a walk in the park. Ground ball makes the pick. Good throw. 1 more out.
The last hitter, Sean Rodriguez. Fly to left and a strikeout. Pitch. Outside, ball 1. 26 up, 26 down, 11 strikeouts. He's been in a perfect rhythm all day. The 1-0. Missed outside. Joe Madden tried to break up his rhythm in the 7th inning, disputing a pitch called by Rob Drake and was ejected. Didn't affect Felix. He's got a 2-0. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Rodriguez has got a strike. 2-1.
Wow, 2-0 slider right there, Dave. Rodriguez swings and misses. Felix has got it all going.
2-1 from Felix. Breaking ball, strike 2. He's on the edge.
What a curveball.
The Seattle Mariners, Felix Hernandez, the 2-2. He got him! 34 years, 119 games. It's finally happened. A perfect game by a Seattle Mariner. It was done by the King, Felix Hernandez. The 23rd perfect game in Major League history. Third this year, Matt Cain of the Giants. Philip Humber did it here in Seattle against the Mariners, and now Felix Hernandez. He puts his name in the record books with a perfecto. Yes, indeed. You couldn't ask for a better guy to get it done. Is he the best or what? Truly the King of Seattle.
What a ball game, and what a way to finish it with a called strike 3, Dave.
I'm telling you, Dan, a pleasure, my man.
That was a pleasure.
That was phenomenal. I love watching the guys bolt out of the bullpen. We've been waiting for the longest time here in the 35th year of the Mariners' existence. Been a lot of close calls, but today Felix answered it, and he was brilliant times 10.
He had every pitch going today, and that curveball of his was outstanding. They went to it a lot, but it was up to the task. Give some credit to John Jaso, called a great ball game for Felix. And Felix was masterful as he gets the ice water twice by the dugout.
He's not going to mind that one. Well, Dan, I told you about 2 innings ago I made bronze this score page. I think that's in the books.
Absolutely.
And I've been lucky this year. It's my third 2 perfectos and a no-no since the middle of April. If I drop to a couple of knees and say a prayer, you'll understand.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable. Let's go down to Jen Mueller, standing by with the King himself, Felix Hernandez.
Felix, you have thrown 3 complete game shutouts since June 28th. It's like you were knocking at the door of this, and now that you have broken through, what does it feel like?
Oh man, I don't have any words to explain this. When Phil Hughes, what's his name? Phil Hughes threw a perfect game here. I said, report, I got to throw one. I have to. I mean, I've been working so hard to throw one, and there it is for you guys.
I think the excitement really started to build around the 5th inning when everybody here and everybody in the press box knew what was going on. When did you realize what you had going?
Oh no, I realized like in the 3rd, I was like, whoa, nobody's on base. And then it was in my mind, the whole game, it was in my mind. I was like, come on, you gotta do it, you gotta do it. When I came out in the 9th, I was a little nervous, but you gotta make good pitches and get out of here.
And yet you get the final out, you strike him out looking. It didn't look like anything was a challenge out there. Is this the best that you have felt?
I feel pretty good today, but you know, I gotta thanks to Jaso. Jaso do an unbelievable job. And I mean, he called unbelievable game.
And lastly, I know your mom watches all of your games, but she's pacing back and forth. I can't even imagine what she feels like now. How do you celebrate this with your friends, your family, and what's that call when you make it to home?
Well, first of all, I don't have no idea. And my whole family back in Venezuela, my wife just fly back there. I have nobody here. So look at this, that's unbelievable. You got it, you know, it's for you guys, it's for you.
We will be happy to celebrate with you, Felix. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Felix still trying to catch his breath here as we celebrate the first perfect game for the Mariners here at Safeco Field. And Dave and Dan, I think I'm still shaking down here. I can't imagine what it feels like for Felix and everybody else, guys.
Jen, great job. Thank you very much. We knew he'd do one.
Wow.
It was just a matter of time when Felix Hernandez got one, because you knew he had the stuff to do it. Nice witnessing history with you, pal.
I'll tell you what, Dave, you have called 3 no-hitters, 2 of them which have been perfect games this year. I'll tell you what, that was a lot of fun.
That was amazing. And we looked at both of these offensive teams that were struggling coming into this game, and Hellickson had been dominating against the Mariners and vice versa. And then Felix comes out with a perfecto. Unbelievable.
Yeah, you knew if the Mariners could score for him and he was going to take this game a long way. I don't think we anticipated a perfect game. But I'll tell you what, Dave, that curveball that he had today that he was featuring, he went to it a lot, but it had nasty 12-6 break on it. And when he had that going, he just went with it, mixed in his changeup and his slider. And to me, when I look at the last hitter of the game, he goes 2-0 on it with the perfect game on the line, and he throws a 2-0 slider. He had unbelievable confidence in his breaking balls today, and it showed, and that was the difference for him today.
Yeah, and you called it earlier, without question, his best breaking ball of the year, and that's saying something because he was already off the scale. So what a performance. Let's take a look. It's been the year of the perfecto, the year 2012 here in Major League Baseball. Felix Hernandez just got one done. Matt Cain against the Houston Astros, and we saw Philip Humber do it here April 21st against the Mariners. Let's go down to the other half, and a real good half of this perfecto. John Jaso with Jen Mueller.
It was a first for Felix Hernandez today. It was also a first for John Jaso. So, John, we asked Felix at what point he knew it was going to be a perfect game. At what point did you think it was possible?
I mean, I probably thought it was possible. I thought getting through that 6th inning, I thought once we got through the 6th inning, it would be, you know, he'd be home free and he'd be able to cruise right through. And we made it through the 6th inning, and then perfect game didn't start hitting me until that at bat that Ryan was fouling off all those pitches, and then it started to like really sink in. You know, that was the only time I really had to think about it.
Felix said he felt pretty good out there tonight. At any point in time did he struggle? Did you ever worry about him?
No, he never did struggle. I mean, he kept making pitches the whole game through. I mean, there was that at bat with Joyce. Joyce went 3-2, and you know, we were basically working him away. And then on the 3-2 pitch, we came inside, and I mean, that was good. Him making a pitch right there, that was huge. You know, to secure the perfect game. And I mean, the last at bat of the game, going down 2-0, and then still having the confidence to. I mean, I threw down slider, and he went with it. I mean, he just had confidence going up there, and I mean, that was great.
We know that he likes to mix in that curve, you know, as he gets the 2nd and 3rd time through the lineup. Was it particularly nasty today? Because there was some goofy swings.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. It was hard today, and such big break. I mean, it was late and just straight down. I mean, you got to tip your hat as a hitter and just be like, you know, you can't hit that. No human can. Maybe Bonds or something.
I remember talking to you in spring training, and you said that working with Felix was like having the cheat code to a video game, and you were expecting, you know, fun things when you guys got to work together. Is it everything you expected?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I mean, you can say like a cheat code in a video game, but that's not at all the case. He has to go out there and put in his work in between starts, and you know, he had that little rough outing his time before, and to come back like this strong, it's not as simple as entering a few buttons in a video game.
That is a very good point. We'll let John go and celebrate with the dynamic duo. And Brad, I would like to point out, he stays out of harm's way today. Didn't think that was going to happen after last night.
That's right. We're Stames with a shaving cream pie.